Good evening. My name is Matthew Bryant, Allison Steele class of 2022 December graduate. It is my pleasure today to recognize the many Americans who have defended our nation around the world. Will all persons present today who are either active duty, reserves, retired, please stand and be recognized. Please remain standing as the members of the Allison Steele graduating class who will be joining one of the military branches stand and join you. You may be seated. On behalf of the class of 2022, those joining us in person today and those watching on the live stream at home and abroad, thank you for your current, past, and future service to our country. Your dedication and service is greatly appreciated.
Good evening. My name is Caden Turnbow, Allison Steele, class of 2022 December graduate. It is my privilege to introduce our esteemed SCUC ISD school officials. Please stand as your name is read. Beginning with our Board of Trustees, President Gerald Jerry Perkins. Vice President Edward Finley. Secretary Letitia Seaver. Assistant Secretary Belinda Evans. Trustee Robert Westbrook. Trustee Amy M. Thomas. And Trustee Dan Swart. At this time, I would also like to introduce our Superintendent, Dr. Clark Ewey, Chief Academic Officer, Ms. Kelly Kovacs, Chief Human Resources Officer, Ms. Linda Cannon, Executive Director for Operations, Mr. J.D. Mosley, Executive Director of Secondary Education, Mr. Ernie Reynolds, Executive Director of Elementary Education, Ms. Sarah Dolphines, Director of Communications and Community Engagement, Mrs. Deanna D. Jackson, Director of Curriculum and Professional Development, Mrs. Sierra Georges Penny. And finally, SCUC District Social Worker, Raquel Rodriguez. We would like to thank you for your ongoing support and for joining us on this special evening. You may be seated. Thank you. Now please join me in welcoming my fellow graduate, Destiny Ladden.
Thank you, Caden. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, teachers and staff, parents and loving family members. Welcome to the graduation ceremony of December 2022. A little bit about me. I was an adopted child at 10 months old into a foster family that has grown tremendously over the years that has now stopped, thankfully, at 14 kids. 7 girls and 7 boys, with many of us being biracial and some biologically related, ranging from ages 5 and 21. Growing up with so many siblings meant that you were never bored, of course, but also never alone. Like any other family, we had our fair share of disagreements or unnecessary arguments that got us nowhere. Throughout the years, I became a rebellious child, skipping class, sneaking out, and failing my classes, which resulted in me coming and going in and out of 8 different schools. At 15, I moved away from my home in Austin to live with my older birth sister here in San Antonio. I have no doubt with them being such young adults that they learned a thing or two when it comes to taking care of a teenage girl, as well as me growing into a young adult. Last year, I was here at Samuel Clemens High School. It took me a bit to warm up to the other students, but overall, it was a good year. But with me being so behind on all my credits, there wasn't a way for me to enjoy my senior year. I knew I was gonna have to complete my senior year at Allison Steele. I knew if I worked hard and stayed focused, I could reach my goal of graduating early. Allison Steele has gave me the tools to get my work done in a timely manner, and the teachers were very open to helping all of the students to succeed. As well as me, I see myself going to Northeast Lakeview Community College for my associate's degree in business as well as accounting. Eventually, I'd hope to transfer to Texas State for my bachelor's degree. I found a passion in cosmetology, nail technician, and tattooing. I hope to be as confident and successful as anyone who chooses to go in any work field, as well as their goals. High school is filled with teens trying to figure out who they want to be, or maybe others who pretend to be someone they aren't. It's all just one big learning and growing process. Things might not go the way you want, or you may have to adapt to your unlucky or rocky circumstances and/or environment. Luckily for me, I had my sister and her husband, Carolyn and JP Barone, who took me in and have opened my eyes to the opportunity of my own potential and who I could truly be. So I thank you both for your guidance throughout the last years of my childhood and for showing me the door to vision and opportunity. I leave high school and you all with a quote. The first step towards success is taken when you refuse to be a captive of your environment in which you first find yourself. A dream starts with a vision, but it doesn't have to end when you wake up. I congratulate all of the graduates here at Allison Steele, and I'd like to advise you all to live your life like there's no tomorrow, because for all you know, there might not be one. Live your life to the fullest, not his or hers, but yours. This is the moment you close the door to your childhood and open the door of opportunities and march on. It starts with you. Thank you. Thank you. Now please join me in welcoming my fellow graduate, Katie Lesney, to the stage.
Thank you, Destiny. Good evening, peers, family members, and friends. My name is Katie Lesney, and wow, I am proud to be standing here in a cap and gown because graduating high school was not an easy challenge. Growing up was harder, and now I'm an adult with a diploma soon to be in my hand. When I first started school, I was eager and ready to learn. Most 5- and 6-year-olds are excited to start school. Little did they know the trials that lie ahead. My kindergarten teacher was a very short older woman named Mrs. Perry. I remember her vividly because of one of the things she would say to us. She would always say, enjoy being innocently happy. Granted, as a 5-year-old, I dismissed this. It was not until I started high school that I really understood what she meant. In middle school, I was a terror, but I think we can all agree when we say most of us were weird in middle school. It's the time where you stop playing with toys, you stop playing pretend, and you say you're too old for games and action figures. Middle school is when they tell you that high school is going to be hard or the teachers are going to be strict. For the younger audience here tonight, they were wrong, like really wrong. When I started my freshman year, everything was really easy and laid back, until of course COVID swept through the globe. The nation's mental health took a toll, myself included. School became an endless loop of days being squashed together. A little background for you guys, I grew up in Washington State. I lived there for 15 years. Things got repetitive and old. So I made a choice my junior year to move here to Texas. When I got here, school was already in session, so I enrolled myself into Samuel Clemens. That was a huge change of scenery. My last school was tiny compared to this one. I easily got lost and quickly lost the motivation to do any of my schoolwork. Within the first 2 weeks, I was already failing 2 classes, and this is when I found Allison Steele. My neighbor was talking with my dad and I when he mentioned Allison. It was like a light bulb turned on in my brain. My dad and I said, let's check this out and see if we can refrain from dropping out. We met with the lovely Miss English, and she welcomed me into the school with an open arm and a smile. Allison helped me find the motivation to continue going to school because graduating for me was not only important, but it was a must. When I left Washington, I promised my mother that above all else, I would graduate. I owed it to her to at least try. She gave birth to me, and she dealt with me as a crazy toddler who took a green Sharpie to both the walls and myself. I was green for weeks. She is the reason I found Allison, and Allison helped me fulfill my promise to her. So I'd like to say thank you to my mom, my father, and all of my teachers, especially Miss Sierra. Thank you for pushing me to be better. And on that note, I will leave you all with a quote from Malcolm X. Education is our passport to the future, for tomorrow belongs to the people who prepare for it today. Thank you. Now please join me in welcoming my fellow graduate, Aubry Rosales, to the stage.
Thank you, Katie. Hi, my name is Aubry Rosales, and welcome to the graduation for the class of 2022 from Allison, Steele. First and foremost, I would like to thank every single parent, guardian, friend, and all of you for attending the ceremony to congratulate all of these excellent students who are more than well prepared to take their next steps into the next chapter of adulthood. With pride, I can say I'm one of these great individuals to graduate from Allison Steele High School, a school with staff that not only understands how to be a strong shoulder to lean on, but also takes the time to learn about their students' needs. All of us here today are extremely grateful for these amazing teachers who believed in us no matter the circumstances. Each and every one of them helped many of us get our focus back by giving patience, guidance, and support. Qualities that are so difficult for most people to exchange, but were so easily given to us by inspiring role models at Allison Steele. We are the future. By pushing forward and never backwards, all of us can make an impact in the world. To my family and friends, thank you for always pushing me to do my best and being by my side through it all. I'm more than ecstatic to see what our class will become and for all of us to remember that this is a big stepping stone into the rest of our lives. And now it is my honor to introduce our principal, Mr. Joey Trevino.
Thank you, Aubry. And before I begin tonight, will everyone in attendance please help me recognize our student speakers? They are amazing. Well, here we are. Special evening, y'all. December 15th, 2022. And it's always going to hold a special significance for the educational community, which comprises our Allison Steele family. This is the first time in the history of our school, in our district, that we're having a fall graduation. And also, Allison Steele also has a mascot, and we're now known as the Allison Steele Lions. So congratulations, Lions. In addition, other milestones can be attributed to the special place and time. It's going to be the first time that our students in attendance tonight will have the opportunity to start their college, workforce, and military careers in the spring of 2023 after receiving their diplomas tonight. It will also be a time that our graduating seniors will have the distinction of forever being the class that started the fall graduation tradition for other future classes to follow. Good job, guys. Y'all heard some of the stories tonight, but I want y'all to please know in the audience, every one of these young men and women here that are fixing to take on that next chapter, every one of them here has their own unique story, and each person came to us ready to turn the page on the next chapter of their journey. In addition, regardless of the circumstances that led them to our Allison Steele family, each one has managed to leave their mark on our school culture and climate, and for that we are forever grateful. Now, here's just a few of the highlights, and those of y'all that were in the audience that saw the slideshow, Mr. Ken Coleman, Miss Jackie Day, thank y'all for putting that together. That was an amazing testament to what our kids have been doing this year. So back to those memorable highlights, y'all. They took action through their leadership groups, which y'all saw, which made a positive impact on our school culture and climate. These leadership teams gave our students a voice, whether they were known as the Avengers, the Justice League, the Patty Melters, Charred Beyond Belief, those are the barbecue teams, right? They continued to shape and directly affect our school community. In addition, they helped plan school-wide events that provided opportunities for students to participate in, as y'all saw earlier. This is the most important part, y'all. Because of the school culture that they helped shape, they welcomed all students and created a sense of belonging that is truly unique to our campus. When you have a dedicated group of young people willing to serve others and be a proactive and positive force for change, you have something special. These seniors have been a true blessing to us and to those who have come to know them. Tonight also represents a celebration of each person responsible for making this night a special event for everyone here that's in attendance. It's a moment for giving thanks to everyone in our educational community. I wish to thank, first and foremost, the teachers and staff at Allison Steele High School. Number one, they stayed the course and they helped our students get here tonight. Folks, there was teachers working to the last possible moment. We had 3 graduates just graduate today that are here in the audience tonight. They worked hard. Thank y'all. Each of you go above and beyond to make sure that our students are successful as a testament of what y'all have done this semester. And tonight's celebration is a true reflection of your dedication and efforts. I also want to thank our highly dedicated parent-teacher committee members that are in attendance tonight. Mrs. Sandy Goodrich, Ms. Kim Sayers, Ms. Jill Oder, Mrs. Barbara Pickering, Ms. Maggie Mendez, and Mr. Dustin Stewart. Those of y'all that are here, thank you. I want y'all to know that each one of y'all were instrumental in helping us coordinate our activities that celebrated our students, staff, and learning community. I also want to thank the people in blue, our Schertz-Cibolo Police Departments, who work with our district and our campus. We are forever grateful to y'all. You are greatly appreciated in our school community for your outstanding support and your enduring dedication. Thank you. And finally, I want to thank our school board members, our district leadership team, our community business partners, and the parents and guardians in attendance for your unwavering support of our students, staff, and school. We couldn't have made this evening possible without you. Thank you all. Dr. Ely, will you please join me at the podium? Seniors, please stand. Dr. Ely, I certify the students receiving diplomas today have met all the requirements of the Texas Education Agency and the Schertz-Cibolo-Universal City Independent School District.
Thank you, Mr. Trevino. Graduates, having heard that you've met the requirements as set forth by the Texas Education Agency and the Schertz-Cibolo-Universal City Independent School District Board of Trustees, it is my honor and privilege to certify you as the inaugural Fall 2022 graduating class of Allison Steele Enhanced Learning Center.
Members of the Board of Trustees, parents, guardians, and guests, it is my pleasure to present the fall graduating class of 2022. And now Ms. Hoffman will take center stage.
Good evening. I have the privilege of teaching these young people each day, and tonight I have the honor of calling their names as they cross this stage as a high school graduate. Dante Anderson Ware. Ariana Margarita Vieira. Damian Jason Lee Vaughn. Monty Vanderpool. Caden Scott Turnbow. Jalen Michael Thompson. Godwin Nathan Takan. Jamera Elise Stowroy. Tanner Aaron Stewart. Brendan Scott Stanford. Gilbert Solis III. Hugh Anthony Ethan Smith. Hannah Marie Sayers. Laura Destiny Sanchez. Dylan Tyler Salinas. Rosalind Perla Rubel. Aubry Nicole Rosales. Asia Eileen Rodriguez. Dolores Gail Riley Watkins. Russell Ratliff. Tomas Alejandro Rangel Perez. Marco Antonio Rangel Perez. Rachel Concordia Pineda. Jessica Ana Paredes. Micaela Rose Olivares. Dylan James Oder. Maria del Carmen Munoz. Tyler Ryan Moss. Romeo Gerardo Medellin II. Errol Tomás McGuire Jr. Donovan Ray McCoy Maples. Timothy Roy Matthews. Aubry Ene Martinez. Brooke Marie Martindale. Katie Lane Lusney. Danny Elaine Lucio. Jasmine Rose Lopez. Zachary Tyler Lindsay. Destiny Alexis Ladden. Brandon James Huff. Evan Allen Houston. Winter Ariani Imani Hill. Mia Alexis Hill. Lauren Alyssa Hanley. Jasmine Moon Goldick. Javier Gill. Ebony Rain Garcia. Renoa Lynn Foster. Mark Renaud Flores. Logan Shane Ferguson. Amir Trayvon Nazir Dash. Dakota Lane Cole. Angelique Neve Canales. Sakina Burhani. Matthew Isaiah Bryant. Kobe Herbert Brown. Laken Orion Brinkman. J. Marie Borges. Brandon Zachary Barisha. Daniel Barajas. Alexander Balderas. Janine Micah Alapag. And Magdalene Mary Adams. Each day I lead the school in pledges, and I have a quote that I end with. So as you all graduate, my final quote for you is this: take your risks now. As you grow older, you become more fearful and less flexible. Try to keep your mind open to possibilities and your mouth closed on matters that you don't know about. Limit your always and your nevers. Continue to share your heart with people, even if it's been broken. So now, I want you to go out and you make it a great life or not. That choice is yours.
Okay, now with the fall graduating class of 2022, please stand to complete the tassel ceremony. Seniors, 2022, your right side. Graduates, 2022, your left side. Okay, please be seated. And graduates, parents, guardians, and guests, thank you for attending our ceremony tonight. As we conclude the ceremony this evening, we ask all audience members to please remain seated as our graduates leave the auditorium. Then, for safety purposes, we'll exit, all in attendance, from the bottom row to the top row so everybody can stay safe. Once again, our sincerest gratitude and thank you for you being here tonight. Graduates, please stand. One final time. Ladies and gentlemen, the Allison Steele Fall Graduating Class of 2022.